everybody, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc! Last time, we unfortunately lost another one of a cat that's getting close to, and Sakura, even though she was the spy working with Monokuma, but she was going to stop working with him. But unfortunately, she's got murdered by being bashed on the head, but also a suspected poisoning. But now it's trial time, so let's head to the trial. Before I start reading. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then the ultimate martial artist in a lost murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful someone is, if you trust the smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, at the picnic, you'll find a dead body. That's just plain creepy.
Well?
How about the reverse? No matter how something great is, if you put a negative face, it makes it super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have time to
What?
It's right. It does make it seem
I
bad.
can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, let's get to the elevator. Now then, please get to the elevator. I'll see you there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can he act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't
Don't be
casual.
mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Sassy Bucker! Sassy Bucker!
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, it's just gonna get weird soon. Because there'll be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She's stronger than anyone, I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. We put this one for a go.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times have I tell you? Copper is one of us. No mistake about that. No, I don't want. Come on, let's put this put an end to this. I remember towards the elevator. I didn't mean to click that. Let's take further shit. I felt like I was moving further away from my goal. Couldn't help a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me watch it from the inside. No matter what, how many times I go through this, it never makes it any easier. I come to the steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and began a sinister descent. Yes, the elevator lowered, uttering an all too familiar clunking sound. Lower and lower. And as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. The There's 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. There must be no clue. You say that's not like your fault? We're all that's left. I wonder will it all end with one less class for again? Will your school come to a complete end completely? Now then, are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. The curtains opened up for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly face, a deadly class trial. I can't believe I'm getting beaten up whilst I'm trying to do this class trial. You little shit. Chadwick? Little bugger. Anyway, see what we've got enough skills points to set new skills. Not quite. I'll do technique instead. Please lots more. Hey Baba. Hello Baba. Let me move this so you can lie down. So Chadwick's gonna help with the trial. Okay, let's quickly look at the e-handbook and all the notes we've got so far. Okay, so we've got the Monokuma file. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The death was estimated around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor. The evidence is strong of a victim blow to the head, never easily noticed. However, at some point the victim suffered a violent vomit in the blood. The chair had been jammed against the door within the rec room, blocking access from the outside. It's believed that the killer did this to create a locked-in scenario. Sakura's body was found seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood was found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there is no indication of why she would have vomited blood. Blood stains were found behind on the of the second blood. No question how the blood stains appeared so far away from where the victim was found. At one point, an oil had been injured, taken to nurses. After she taken to get a piece of candy, Sakura in this type of workout. Also annoying, said multiple like this can be seen as the game available. So obtaining the piece would have been difficult to impossible. Pieces of satin red glass appeared near the table of the rec room floor. But the finishing top and bottom included that the sound must have come from a bottle. The medical field failed. Figurine was found lying in the rec room floor, with roughly fit the palm of my hand. There are a number of red cells on this rec room. This sound is a molecule bottle with a molecule. Additionally, since we had some unknown correlation between the bottles, there are something to do with chess. It's like chess pieces. The bottle was found near the rec room container 10A2. Jars of glass from that window in the room both were found around and underneath the container. First handprint found inside the rec room open locker. Since looking before they opened the lock room, there's no way someone was hiding there before they arrived. I had written down to Toko, Barker and Yahiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She slid his nose under each person's room door. Barker confirmed he was shooting her, but claimed he never went to see her. In fact, he hadn't seen her at all that day. Barker confirmed she was shooting her, but also claimed he never went to see her. A small bit of garbage fell out of Shahiro's pocket. It was a piece of paper with red polka dots. The other pallet was found on the instant of Sakura's foot. Sakura suffered 2 blows at the head, not 1. No blood was found at either of them. I'll leave it with a hand. All one two bottles. Two roughly weigh the same. However, the bottle size read against the tablet, they found that the sides were slightly heavier. One magazine it said the words Toker inside it. It seemed to have been written using the other hand. The material of the A section contains supplements. B section contains reagents, and the section contains a sea high chemical. A bottle of a label in the C section has been placed in this section of the A shelf. A broken bottle in the labelled KMC4 had was on the form which seems to become one of our cards had been spilled after the incident took place. Camera found left footprints in these footprints appear to be left by ship cells. Thankfully assumes the suspect. Only suspect had been in the reading there. Okay, that's everything we know so far, so are you ready? You gonna help me with this case, Ted? Help with the case? Help with the case? Good. Finish operation, so let's get last trial. Alright!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Yeah, you picked the wrong one.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
You will say this, Hina.
Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Hey, cheeky boy, I'm sorry. I round him up. Okay, you do that. Let's go put some folks friend again. Got it? Boy, sorry.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
You're
I
stuck
don't
here,
want to hear
shut
your
up.
stupid excuses.
This is good to one of them three to the left. But she must have some reason to believe in that.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
Shit.
low. That's about as low as you can get.
Yes, I keep missing the bullets.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you all had a. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I keep missing.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you have for...
Because you all had a. You hated her.
Oh, what the boy! Shit! Shit! I want the whole one. Shit. Gosh damn it.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make...
Any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
So keep hit.
It was one of.
Oh, I
one
thought
of
I
you
hit the
killed.
Reason do
target.
you have?
Because you all had a. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only... Accusing us?
There's not.
Shoot!
Damn it.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Come on.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Missing. Why can't I hit?
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, it's wrong.
Yes, I know it's it. What long that?
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I'll just be here now. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Doesn't mean one of them did it.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong.
You did, Hero. I know you did it. Sorry, Chad.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, Hero. Yeah.
That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the only explanation.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
That's impossible. But what if they can't do it? Because Sakura got it off from some messages. The only reason I know this.
I got it!
Yeah, that's
I'm
Sakura
not
got
sure
the candy.
about that, Hiro.
Yeah, Hero, I'm not so sure.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Yes.
Damn it!
Indeed. Only a
I mean, what I meant was,
Looking more sus, Hero.
oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Because he's a murderer.
Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting
TK,
incredibly
focus.
suspicious.
Typical. You're looking more guilty, bud.
It's not
More
just
and more
normal
guilty.
hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true.
But you're
I saw
wrong.
it for myself.
But you're
See?
wrong.
See? Toko did it.
You're wrong.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro,
You're
hold on.
wrong.
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh?
Exactly.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So
Yes.
it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Exactly.
I got it!
On the
Kyoko,
magazine shelf.
you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's
Yes.
right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Indeed.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Well done,
If
well
that's
done.
true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't
Yeah.
make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Stop fighting me, you little shit. Don't be cheeky. Okay, use for that. Good boy. Definitely. Something about it. I can give her a message. This place. We can do it here. I told her.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ow! Don't bite.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, I think it's enough one. It's enough one case where I've got a.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
It doesn't.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope.
Shoot!
I can tell you
Another
exactly
suspicion
when I
is wrong.
found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Shoot!
God damn it.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you, it was only after I found
The magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No!
Yes.
Wrong!
That's the contradiction.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's
Yeah.
where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation.
Indeed.
And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Exactly.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Don't bit.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Oh, I'll leave it.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Exactly.
Yeah?
That's what it's gonna bring up. It's okay, Sax. Yeah, Hero's looking very, very sus, and also we have someone joining us. I bet you can see him. That is.
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
But you're wrong.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you
You're
know
wrong.
it's true.
You are 100% wrong. Don't bite. You're supposed to be helping on this case. Oh yeah, gotta do the battle time.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Yes.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Exactly.
Say what?
Get fucked, Hero.
Then, who did write it?
Exactly. Send enough character now.
Hero could very well have written it himself.
Exactly.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
He's confessing! What the hell is confessing?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry. Oh, do you mind, bro? I have a couple other people to meet as well. Okay. A little piece of candy. It might help you. It might help give you some energy. Sure.
That's
Okay.
all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
Am I gonna end it today? Am I gonna
As soon as I heard that, just knew. I knew she should have tried to kill me.
Okay, well, you're not missed that much. It's just Hero's been acting suspicious, but now I think stuff's gonna be happening. It's gonna make us think. But Hero maybe not 100.
She was gonna kill me in the first game. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me. spoil me. Do whatever you want.
Well, there's
You're not
nothing
gonna get off
missing.
that easy.
Something's not quite right though.
Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Something's a little bit off though, don't you think, Sax?
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
I'm sorry. I'm saying something doesn't quite seem right, does it, Sax?
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
There is.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And
Yes.
until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Yep. Yep.
Shoot! I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Yeah.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Yeah.
Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
I think I know who
If
did
they went
it.
to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
No.
Blast you!
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
I think I know what he's getting
What
at.
he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Yes.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
But if you think about it, if you look at Sakura, do you think she's very strong? Do you think a blow to the back of her head would have killed her?
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we
Yeah.
go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
Yes.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Yeah, we can kill her. Yeah. Where is it? After this.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No,
That's
it's
wrong! That's the wrong bit!
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Exactly!
2?
Yes!
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Yes.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2
Somebody
wounds
else.
means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Ooh, hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
I don't think you saw the Monokuma bottles, did you?
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
I don't think you hear when you hear when the details
It's
back,
not
but
just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
yes,
There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
yes, I'm getting it.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Yes,
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
yes. While looking between the Monokuma bottles, it's starting to become clear. The text must be the object that Monokuma figure was holding inside each bottle. Ah, the Hangman's Gambit. Chess
Now I understand.
pieces!
That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
Yeah.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
I remember that one, yeah, that was very offensive.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Wait a minute, I just realised. That was the Hangman's Gambit in the last case.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Yes.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
It's so gonna get on thinking of I hate that game.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
Oh, yes
That
there
bottle
is!
could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
Yes, there
How is it
is.
clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
Chadwick, behave. So Chadwick's in the corner of the room tipping. He has to have a tipping his water bottle open and spilling it everywhere.
And what is this evidence?
Yeah, I can't just get through that, but basically saying what proves it. The ball experiment!
Got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Yes.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yes! That's why. Come on, Chadwick. Oh, Toko. The other side, Jack's gonna be pissed at you!
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
Yes!
Why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Yes. You know, that second minicron bottle was involved in this case. It must have been used.
I got it!
Sakura's second
The bottle that was
attacker.
removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
You can still hate your fucking guts,
Plus,
though,
I
dude.
just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
Something's
I
wrong there.
assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Oh!
Just now
I know what it
decided to
is.
share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone
But
tighten
I-
the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
I know what
Toko,
proves it.
where the heck did you disappear to?
I know where she went!
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
But
I'm sure she
you
didn't
did.
disappear. but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
I know where she hid. I know where she hid. I know where she hid.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Proof that I can't take a time in the website. I have to find it. We're only going to do bullet time battles. Do you want to hear? Absolutely. So you probably understand why you press Y during your final. Probably been pressing Y during your final start about a second thought. But from now on, you've got to pay a little extra attention to your final blows. You'll have to choose the truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Select it the same way you would set the non-stop debate. You should be able to press the left bumper. Also like the debate, if you also set the kind, you'll have your third bullets to choose from. A five-occasional person is really going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? By the way, you're halfway through the game. You're halfway through the game now. Go you! I'm halfway through! I'm halfway through! Hooray! Well, go. Good luck. Have some fun.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Okay.
That's enough!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
Yeah, Toko!
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
She just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after you left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Yes.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Well, you're a
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Hello, Jill!
Haha, guess who's back?
It was your fault after all!
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible!
Yes.
No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Oh, please, I want to... Oh, just I want to kill him.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Oh, poor baby.
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
But someone else as
come
well.
on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
I thought you got some words for here for that one.
Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Something's off.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Isn't over yet, it is just the one of the stuff is.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf. I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
People who watch this on YouTube, I probably will put a trigger warning in the description, but we do talk about stuff that might be a trigger warning for people, so I don't know how easily you're triggered, Sax, but I don't think Taka or Hiro killed her.
So, you finally noticed.
Yes.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Look at fucking
To make it
Turco!
look like I did it! Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Put the fucking way!
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Okay, what's gonna happen now? Because I don't think Kira or Toko is the blackened.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Indeed.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
She did hide in the locker again!
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck
That's
out of
wrong.
the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, it's not possible.
I got it! Even before we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
How could Hina not know it open?
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Yeah. My controller was charged. I even made sure to start today. Okay, so we're
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
My controller died even though it's charged.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Yeah.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
I don't make my house. He's looking for
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot! What was it that killed her? If it wasn't from Jenna, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack... Shoot!
What the hell?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack... Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack... Shoot! What was it that killed Ogre?
If it wasn't from Jenna, then
What was it?
There's no other possible cause that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that if it wasn't from Jenna, then what was it?
There's no other pop that killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre?
If it wasn't from Jenna,
Genocide Jill, what was it?
There's no other put killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
I can't think what is it?
What was it that killed
oh, if it wasn't
from Genocide Jill's attack?
shoot!
What the?
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, so what disproves it, Sax? You there? Did I try yellow powder just struck to the head?
What
was it that killed
Oak?
from the head?
Was it from Jenna? And what was it?
There's no other put killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Wait, let me try yellow.
What was it?
It wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack.
Shoot! What was it? If it wasn't from Jenna's, then what was it?
There's no other put killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Shoot!
I don't know what else to prove
Was it that
it.
killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other put killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the
that's
shot to her
beautiful.
head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it? If it wasn't
From Genocide Jill's attack?
shoot! What was it? If it wasn't from Jenna, then what was it?
There's no other put killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to...
No, it's wrong.
Yes, the blood.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Yes.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was
Oh, I
even a
thought there
trace
was
of
a
blood
Monokuma
left around her mouth.
Well, I mean... Maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
But
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
exactly.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
exactly.
Checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle of sparkling soda. I'm sure I know where you got it.
Shoot!
Oh!
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I think look in my own eyes. I could put a bottle of poison to
Huh? Master!
We're all shocked at what we were still seeing. We all couldn't stand, all we could do is stand there and watch. But it is the most natural thing in the world. Barker as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Not poison!
Flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm
protein!
talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
First I put the bottle over. Zero content of
This is... It's protein powder.
But Barker's that cocky bastard. We're sure he's right, he'll do it. But he'll be sure. But he's smart enough to know he's right anyway, so I had no doubt.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh, I know. The bottle is actually called a protein powder. The point must have been in.
And the poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
So did somebody else mix poison for her? I thought she made it herself to commit suicide.
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Unless it's a plot twist.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That was the true cause of death.
Yes.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Do
For
you?
real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Oh, maybe he did.
Shoot!
I've got the wrong bit of evidence. Shit, sorry.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
No!
The footprints. They're mine.
No!
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me.
Six! What the heck is this game?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Why?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Are they yours? No. Okay then. No issues. I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Yeah!
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Yes!
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just the two of them were so close.
Exactly.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way.
He felt betrayed!
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
I know.
Hina used that trust to kill her.
Indeed.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Indeed.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink.
How did she, okay, let's get explain the locked room, isn't it?
When I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
Yes.
That's when you switched out the protein powder,
Don't
and
double
that's
check
when you gave her the poison mixture.
I don't understand why the controller died on me because I charged up this morning so it would last the whole stream, and it normally would. I don't know why it died.
She downed it. All at once. And then...
What did you well, could you
Hold it!
Wait a minute, what?
I'm not convinced.
What? You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
What?
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
I don't know if you can hear me, Zach, but I'm going to try and fix it, so be right back. Sorry, but it's set at the max volume, so I'm sorry you guys are going to hear me.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yeah, that's true.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well,
Well,
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No,
Yes.
it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
yeah.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
No, I got it set at the lowest volume, so I don't know why it's not working.
Are you sure about that?
Him.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's
Yeah.
too obvious, too easy.
Okay, maybe that's just for the
He's
angle
right.
of the mic.
It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Is she cut by a minute? I'm just gonna go back to the fact that, again, trigger warnings. Is Hina coming for the fact that Sakura killed
didn't
herself?
notice?
Yeah, That's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us
Yeah.
more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
It does.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Please,
Fine.
Hina.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
All I was going to probably say is... Nobody else could have possibly done it, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so we was at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And
That story you just told. First, you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
yeah.
Well, if that's true... it's a little strange.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong
Yeah.
with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until you figure it out. So look up the whole truth of this case. Do we just something to it?
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A.
Shoot!
Damn it.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the powder. Yeah. Okay. I moved from section C to section... And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Shoot!
Come on, why do I struggle with this?
First, I went to that's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the powder. Yeah. Okay. I moved from section C, and that's where once I was done, I put the bottle filled with... Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Oh, that's why I had the wrong thing picked!
First, I went to section... That's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the powder. Yeah. Okay. And then I moved from section C.
No, that's wrong.
I had the wrong fucking book the whole time! Dumbass!
You said you went to get the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I don't know. I didn't know if they left the footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
You're covering for Sakura's
If you look at the
suicide.
footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
What the? What the hell? What's going on here?
Sakura killed herself. She
And the
poisoned
footprints
herself.
aren't the only problem with her account.
Yet.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
I bet it's gonna be Sakura's last
New
word.
evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Huh?
I
Okay.
did?
It was
bottle!
hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Glass!
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Oh my god, it's
But
barking!
what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Probably what blue glass Turkey found in the poison bottle. I think I remember something. What's the same shade of blue?
I got it!
The rec room window!
Part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Yeah. I forgot about that, did you
What's so
say?
strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
That's what Hina told us.
shoot!
Oh, it's A!
What's
Shit.
strange is that... I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality,
Yes.
that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had
Yes.
to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be! It was in there before the...
No, that's
You're wrong!
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
No.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Thank you.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
So, wait a minute, why is Hina thinking that she poisoned her?
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Yes.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
I
Such
know
a ridiculous
that.
fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Oh no! Oh no!
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What
No.
do you think, Makoto?
You only got poisoned from... I have to
I
bring
got it!
Sakura.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
There
On the
is way.
contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Stop covering for her.
Why would you lie like that?
Not a lot. Sakura definitely went to the section. Yeah, okay, she's already shown me evidence I need. I have to hit her with it to make her accept it. Battle time!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
I am so sorry.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
Yes.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Indeed.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
You didn't
No,
kill her.
You didn't kill her.
No one did. One that killed Sakura. Catch between poison and unauthorized room. They know to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly!
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you
Yeah, I
really
don't
think
believe it
about it,
either.
everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because
I
that
got
was
it!
correct, the locked room.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
He knew what's going on, that's why she's
And
screaming
the
to
empty
get
bottle
help.
of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yep. I'll go get them. I'll go get the others.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
Hello, everyone. Burger! So she's good, huh? That could be cool, actually.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah.
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
You
That's enough,
didn't!
Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Oh.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
I'm getting quiet. It's just getting quite emotional.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Hi. Welcome in. Sorry, this case is getting quite dark, and we are talking about some topics that might be triggering for you. So if you're triggered by suicide and stuff, I don't know if you want to stick around, but if you want to stick around, that'd be great.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
It was Rodney, dickhead.
Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Barker on the spectrum.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
I thought I meant that who get killed.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Sorry, Monokuma.
I can feel my energy draining out of me.
What happened?
Whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
But she's dead already. How could you execute her?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So, the whole truth, I see. But still, one thing
Come
I don't
on.
understand. Hina, why did you try and cover up what happened? If the truth didn't come to light, we would have been dead. You would have been dead along with the rest of us. And yet, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there. Guys, fuck off.
This.
That's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is you pushed her to a corner. You all killed her.
You should have been the one to die.
I'm gonna let her be the only one that died.
What?
It's everything. You're gonna take us all with you. We had to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we killed her. You have to pay for our crime.
What?
For serious stats.
What is this?
You still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality made me despair. So instead of threatening to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. This is Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. So after genocide check attacked me, she Sakura got mad and stormed to the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I did take care. But I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but
I
because of
can't
me,
forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt.
I...
Because of me. My friends are all gonna kill each other. This is my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. She asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three. You can't do it. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry about it. I just want to talk about it. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you know, please don't think about things like that. They're not my enemy.
Friends.
Them friends. Sakura. She clearly completely believed in all of us. And you just talked to her. You would understand. She was a friend to all of us.
Why?
And yet? You trapped all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, it was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you would listen to her what she had to say. About the same question, you tried to kill her.
Forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was? Seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait, right here. I'll help you out. Hina. I'm glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
Have a favor to ask.
Have a favor to ask.
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Okay, go on. I got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. It's the last conversation I ever had. That's the last conversation I had with her. When I got back to the camera for the person she asked, when I got back, I saw the powder. That's when I realised that someone had taken something from the poison self, Sakura. I ran to the back room as fast as I could. By that time I was too late.
Please.
Sakura! Please let me in! Open the door!
Why? Why?
Why? Why did she have to die? Like any other person. She got cut. She bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal.
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And I just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realise it, Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. That's why you did your best to make we arrived to the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of regrets, but I even got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her. Excuse me.
Hey!
Good interrupt, but when you're about to... Sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver your final tip, but...
Hey!
You're just talking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. You bastard. I mean, do you really think you had any idea what Sakura was thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on her suicide note.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she's thinking. It's her and
In
me.
other words,
Well, what I'm trying to say
yes,
is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it's really like this?
The heck?
What's
Of
that?
course.
Isn't it obvious? It's a suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. That was all by me, baby. You fucking cunt.
It's true.
This one, Sakura gets her here now and put it in her room. What? In. That's fine.
Huh?
You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
I did say lie, but I made it sound safe. It makes it sound so dirty, but I thought I'd liven up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it. You totally took a little scribble to the face that took my little face value. I didn't even have. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little! I'm not filthy! I didn't do anything! Did I falsify evidence? Did I vote out on this class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even the rule had factors in, it still would have been between you guys. You'd hop on because all the production process. Okay. And scene cut.
And?
So, what did she want on a real suicide
What are you
note?
gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it in the most angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But do you know, I haven't ever been curious about the whole. Have you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Get out of the idea. Leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place.
But hold on.
It's a bit unfortunate. It's just so fun, you know? You can't even hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. It gives me the riddance.
Enough already.
Could you get on a bit, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. Good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do this like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
The mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance for Jojo, but my family had watched over it for over 300
I couldn't
years.
let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made a mistake in giving in
And what
to
the
the mastermind.
wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They probably weren't worried until the first murder happened. Nothing would move forward. But neither the mastermind nor I was suspected the incident involving Sakaya. At that point, the plan changed. Mastermind told me to hold off. Wait until we've reached the
However,
stalemate.
as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw it in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind.
I
more than
cannot
anything,
betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, but because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision stayed true to all of you, directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe it's oxymoronic or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attacks you may want to
So
make
this is
on
my
me.
atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, there's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought such suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. Before the obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind commanded. I'll do as he told me.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
I'm sorry. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my days will be saved, and above all, none of you will have to kill anyone. Then I die, the source of the conflict among you will all die with me. For that, I would give up my
If it
life.
can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I had enough of people like you in my life. I had people like you in my life. And Sakura? She didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. I don't want to get too dark and foreboding here, but there is kind of a point to what Kyoko is saying. People commit suicide, they're strong enough to break their own self-preservation. It's quite sad, really. That's why she killed herself. She chose death in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that. So this episode's got really dark. Anyone who's watching this who's been really affected by this, I'm really sorry. But if you are feeling things like this, reach out, talk to someone. You're not in a situation like this. You can pull yourself out of this. You're amazing, wonderful people who are watching this right now. You can push through anything. I'm sorry, this hasn't really got to me. I maybe kind of want to end it early because I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, but I don't know. Hopefully there'll be a bit of like joyness to after this.
However,
It's only because of her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you because I knew you would try and stop me. I'm really, truly, I'm sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. It's the path I've chosen. The only way I have left to distinguish myself. So if you can use this note to bring to the class, and you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm sorry to ask you this, but something is so unpleasant. But I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Barker and Toko and Hero on my behalf. I can't tell anyone my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, I hope to show you myself through your actions, not words. Hopefully,
I never saw
then
you
you'll
as
see.
my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... I didn't understand how it felt, not at all. I thought we were close.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She does say you guys didn't end up killing each other, but you almost end up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, because of her slight meddling, the rest of you nearly bit the big ones. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. And then the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody else here blames anyone. First of all, you got it all wrong. Tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't erased. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Damn straight. Because of this, all of our misplaced hatred. You can't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either. Neither or not, whether she was a spy, never really mattered because the one you need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
What the heck? That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to go. Anyway, it's not about that. This killing game is a competition between all of you. Remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. Oh God! I can... Yeah, he does suck. The headmaster of the school sucks. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, lovely Barker. You understand, don't you? Life or death elimination. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why. What, Barker? Was it more burning out?
Naturally.
them, it would appear the others have cast the same theory.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point punching the game which has lost all sense of excitement. Which is why I'm no longer participating in it. What's going on here? Now I only have one thing to do.
It's all clear now.
And that's to heat the hardest possible punch to the one who thinks that he can kill me. Barker, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentiment, especially if that's what you're thinking. Whatever, Master. Goes I go, and if the marshmallow turns out to be a go, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone? Well, now, you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. There's nothing good, but I'm going to come out of this. I'm still going to be the one having the fun time. The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about this good for nothing backstabber and let's get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
The moment of truth that you'll be waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait. Sakura's technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
Wrong.
You heathens, there's no such... Just the black innocence doesn't mean I can sub in whoever I want, or whatever else that I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very upset about the bear times one.
Listen up!
I spent so much time preparing my special punishment. It'd be a shame for that day to raise. Then for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got!
That
It's
is
punishment time!
Okay, I'm confused. No! 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 This game's fucking dark! Yes!
Oh no!
You suck, man! You turned into a mangled hunk of junk! Yeah, that's really bad. Maybe I'll go for a potato chicken. After all, they say post-product club's chicken set. And I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, waffle, giveaway. The colour, the smell, the succulence, grilled is well set.
So,
I realize I'm going to it could be, but still I have to. I'm scared, but I don't really understand why.
still.
When I think about it, everyone else, my courage starts to grow. I think, not that I'm a human AI, but it's true.
I'm
Yes, I can.
gonna do my
I think everyone, I won't be afraid. I know, right? Also, ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. My anger turned to fury, black and muddled and boiling over. A bubble through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Pretty pathetic. What's next, friends? For basketball? Oh. He's a cut of the highest order. He's the hugest, biggest motherfucking cunt going. Shut the hell up. What does a laptop? He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? A soul dwells in living things, even like laptops? Or call whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. Trying to find things out. Oh, sneaky.
Just as I thought.
Actually,
Finally, no. I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew he was doing something with the laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. I know exactly how it was all going to play out from the start.
What are you thinking?
You knew. And you were all cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
yep.
Well, I mean, the data on that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Maybe more reward and honor for you to unlock some, be able to unlock something
Hey,
so difficult. So of course, I didn't care if we hadn't got access to that. Because getting to the network is just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to be able to help everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else, so that we can all get out of here. I always wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, risk his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me feel, remember that very low and get even lower. So his death wasn't meaningless either? No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, their death isn't every one of our friends. They all made us stronger. I swear to God, someday you'll pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. It's like just so unreasonable.
Well?
Okay then. It's time to bring us to a close. Oh, and before that, you need to read the postscript.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a little bit more left of Sakura's notes. Huh? I do have your attention. Okay then, here we go. There it is for dulcet tones of yours truly. One more thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully this will add a clue and help you unravel the mystery of the school. What a clue?
Hina.
I felt the mastermind on and off the whole time. I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is. Actually, that was a close one. Another word, and we would have been deep in spoiler territory. You bastard!
Too bad.
Okay then, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so breakfast for today. What? You gotta stop at the most important bit. It doesn't make your brain rumble and tumble. That makes me so mad. I don't even know who.
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. Let's get back to all you hiding of your resolve. Find them. At least Sakura's note. Like that. Have you ever let any? Like I never let any goofballs have it.
Too bad.
It sucks for you, losers. Hey,
What?
What?
There's one last thing in a minute. Just let me say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously that's it. What suddenly? Let them die? They'll fight you? Well, whatever it is, who cares? What some dead muscle has had to say. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to consider your folks as your life of yours. If you're sure that when you want to graduate, you can cut free from the rich outside world. Think about it. Think long and hard. Those were the parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? The second final message, a last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't he? After Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What have you done to my body?
Hey,
What? Answer me, what have you done to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? What we found in the school? Does the sensor go off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. So it's not totally unheard of. No, I just feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
The class time's over and my team is gone. So what are we going to do now?
Yes.
What else is there to do? We're just going to... other than to head back up. Okay. Let's get out of here. But... Hyenas must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you would pose without absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never lose that kind of talent. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Max are the ones who figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. I'm trying to apologize. How about you make that the last one? And I reached the point where I had to apologize for something. I reached the point where I needed someone to apologize to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay then. I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did you just capture his flag?
No.
No! I can't suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the balance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening. That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called it sleazeball, because that's what you are, sleazeball.
See.
Apparently you have a death wish. More buttons sarcasm. No wonder why you don't have any friends.
No!
Hey, stop fighting my master! You make me jealous. What do you be? Give and take me! I guess it's not really easy for everyone to act like that. Well, that's just for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end. And we returned to the world of Havoc Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck upon us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up! Wake up! Huh? The voice drove me from my slumber to a hazy half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
What's going on here, Sex?
yes, it's me.
Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In the flush, I was right of it. What's he doing here? I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see.
Whew.
My door. Door's unlocked. Yeah, okay. Door's unlocked, are you serious? Always, and you don't have to overreact like that. Every time you're surprised.
Correct.
What time is it? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? What's Kyoko waking up at this hour? I'm trying to see if I can find any extra. So I'm trying to see if I can find any extra monies. Money, please. Can I have money, please, game? Money, please, game? Money? Bastards. God damn it! So look what happened. I have a favour I need to ask you. Ooh. What's your favour? Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not gonna just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, how did you manage with that? Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered.
Goodbye.
For another word, she was gone. What the? I read for it from my half-dazed head. The data center? I thought it was locked! Oh! Data center! I know I threw that into the upstairs and headed to the data center on the 4th floor. I didn't see a man at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. It's weird. She couldn't meet me. When I was ready inside, I put my hand on the door with something like a force. It didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The dead center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh no! Get a cat, get a cat, get a cat. Oh, what's he doing up this time? Get
Damn it!
right into a locked room? And it's gonna be hidden, don't you know? Oh well. Well, I just... Are you trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in right now?
Hey!
I can see you don't! Don't waste my time telling me crap that I can see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might... Look at you, you might break in and say, I thought you were a funny reminder. Are you going to try and tell me you're sleepwalking or something? No, that's not. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, cry out loud. So when I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed.
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko.
You too?
No, you two.
You guys?
Whatever. You two, get back to bed. I'm pretty exhausted from the class trial. So I got one. Come on, Mikado, let's head back.
Hey,
What? You hear me? We're leaving.
shall we go?
What about it? Let's go. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoo, shoo. So you're looking back 12 rooms. And
Goodbye.
Then, hold on. Listen, what's that all about just now? You look me up, and we go to the dead center. It's happened to be locked, and then shows up late, and without checking a single thing. What's the point in all that? Don't worry about it. I just figured being accustomed to, like, anyway, just, like,
Goodbye.
Hold on, good night. Sure. And then, that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? The circle next to me, once again,
Mukuro
referring to my ear.
Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
The 16th student?!
The one they call the ultimate despair.
What? The ultimate despair?
Watch out for her.
What? What? Look at it! Oh, come on!
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Is she the one
The
that
one
attacked
they
me?
call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
That was 2 days for the next incident. 3 days before we face another murder. 3 days before things got worse so far to reveal itself. Some old dust. Painted with a fast food junkie. No! Oh my god. In the meantime, the day after the Sakura's trial, that morning in the dining hall. So let's begin our usual post-trial investigation. Hey, didn't you even make small talk whenever we go straight to the point like that? If you want to get with me, just refrain from pointless small talk. Please. How high is that horse of yours? It's act like that to hide identity insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. So creep around the school like a mouse. But the mastermind fight is floated like a cow.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey Toko, you're being pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring. I could sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
Talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What the fuck, dude? What? What? You can't open her mouth. That's it. Or drink water? I don't care.
How about that?
You okay, that's okay? Oh jeez, how low is that rocket Alexander? I believe this small talk is the small talk, Barker. You warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But now that it's finished, I'll never allow you to drag me down to your level ever again.
Let's go.
You get a search. Stop your mouth. Stop running your mouth and stop running your legs. Is that possible, sex? Actually, yeah. They're all connected. Probably feels disgusting and weird. So let's go investigate. No. Okay, so where's the new areas then? But the game keeps every step starting every now and then. Okay. Where is everybody? Oh, the 5th floor! How many floors are there? So here's the 5th floor. 5th floor is open up. I'll take some from all the floors to get up to. For some reason, this is unstoppable. Oh, coin, lights. Hello, Toto. Toto, what's wrong? You trying to say something? I think. Sorry, but I have no idea what you're trying to tell me. You get a shoulder strap. Yes, you gave up. Oh, you're such a cunt! Got her, I'll get it fast and fast. So confused and lost. What the hell is this? A grotesque horror of a room that struck me hard and fast. It's bad enough that what I smelled. So pungent, and possibly rank. Smells awful, doesn't it? It's must be very similar to you. After all, you've been around your first set of corpses. Are you saying smell of death? The flesh, the flat, and blood? It's no surprise on this was no shock. He was right. I had been smell more than once before. The smell of death and despair. But it smells so strong. This is like the smell of a battlefield. I'm feeling myself.
Hey, come on.
What's my fault again? Don't blame everything on me. You hadn't done this. Whatever could have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. Quite up the opposite.
Now then.
Maybe a little into the discourse you're really talking. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it how I found it.
Yes,
What?
indeed.
Your hint. All those stupid hints you get from those NPCs like in the mold RPG.
Uh-oh.
Really scary, huh? Got a load of walls and junk. Of course, even outside world, people die in bloody gruesome death every day.
I can't wait.
It's not a big deal. Just keep your chin on living every day. What the heck are you talking about? You just like I found it. What's the meaning of this? His blood could be changed as well. The colours changed as well. Thinking this food shows these stains are considerably old. If it's really blood, I couldn't find anything. And this is interesting, I assure you. Well, I heard in this classroom. I'm not going to so. No way I can keep up with someone like that. There's white chocolate ones all over the place. How many bodies are there? This is kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. This is the scene for murder. I wish I could say more, but I don't believe it. When the monitors maybe was Oh, Barker. What Monokuma just told us. It's not like I'm not even here. I must have lost some thought. He must be thinking that hard, or he's just flat and luring me. Nah, that's from the exit, isn't it? Apparently that room was left the way it was found by Monokuma. So this must be from the incident they keep mentioning. Can I save the bar lab to last? Go on, talk to people. Hit the wrong button. Hey, Hina. This wolf was done by the others. I'm not sure what it is. It's for some reason. I hope it's not anything too creepy. There's a fucking murder room back there! Fucking slaughter by messenger! And I'm mad at me, Jesus Christ, woman! This is Jojo. Target's pretty far away. Pretty far out of my eyesight. Oh, I couldn't get so far. There is a running here too. You know, if you're interested close, there's a cherry tree planted here. And it's all in bloom. It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant. I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. In our situation, it's kinda out of place. So I'm honest, this is incredibly Japanese. Even though this room is totally in place, there's a safe one.
Indeed.
Oh, what is... Hopefully this doesn't progress the story even further. What? Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck does it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Beware the
The one
16th
they
students
call
that...
the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
And then, Kyoko? I'm not gonna say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko now her eyes. Engage forces surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand, right? Right? Try and tell me. You try to tell me whatever it is what you might want to find out. I don't know how Kyoko got her hands on it with that impression. That would be important. To finish this. I made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. As usual, I didn't understand anything better than let's go to the garden! I thought it couldn't be that totally disorganized from the lawnmower to lawnmowers, fertilizer, flower pots, farming tools. Leaning against the back wall, there's a pickaxe. The lawnmower here. Even this. How does he can take the form? I suffered and great. What? Crazy? What the hell? Hey, Sax. Do you want to see here? Just a couple of hoes. Oh, flower pots, but you said you want me. Maybe bush and flowers and plant put in my room. That's it, isn't it? Mondo's biker gang. The chicken coop. What are the chicken coops doing here? Oh, the chickens! Chickens! You play the chickens here? What do you think chickens for? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs into the eggs, something crazy like that. It seems safe. Chickens! A chicken! A chicken! A chicken! Chicken! It's just a chicken. You lay a bomb with it. Oh. Chicken. I'm not going to feed on like humans or anything. Chicken. Is this really right? Like, I set up still. The chicken. They're really alive, really? There's no mistake. The chicken. But it's a chicken, right? Okay, got chicken. 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 Mr. Chicken. Chicken Jr. You like chicken stew, Makoto? Yeah, I love those little guys. Seriously, they're cute, right? There's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know. The number comes after 4, number 4, 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Alexa, stop! I think after this we're going to take a break. Well, when we take a break, I mean, we're going to end it for today. Anyway, even the number of number 5 pops up. That's a good omen. Contain.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, of resting on par, best squeeze of natural lemonade. Never let's get the word and egg rise. And next time we'll be exploring more of this weird and wonderful place. I'm gonna take the Monokuma screen, which is just boring, or no Monokuma screen. And next time we take more of this wonderful garden, and we got to. Oh yeah, we got to check the biolab too. Anyway, watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And somebody else wants to do the Switch one. Come here, wait, come here, Dad, come here, come here. Okay, can I borrow you for a minute? And tell what to say. What's this on Twitch? Please give us a follow and subscribe if you can, please. And we're now going to do a raid, and thank you with the Japan 5 here, and there we go, raid our friend Unifade Walker, who is playing Yakuza 0 at the moment. So anyway, see you Sunday as we start with Spooky Month. And the first game, we're back here. Yeah, this game has enough creepy vibes right now to survive being included in Spooky Month. And I can't let that mastermind win. Not after this. We've got to keep going. So anyway, I'll let you know what other games you're doing, because Danganronpa won't be the only one. We've got a couple games that we'll be doing. We'll find out Wednesday what the Wednesday to Fridays will be, but I'll give you clues. Wednesdays will be known as Walker Wednesday, and Fridays will be Dark Picture Fridays. Anyway, if you're watching YouTube, bye bye everyone. I've already done that outro. Anyway, let's go raid. Bye!